All right, who are we? You already know who we are. If you're here, it's because you understand that we're a company. We're just trying to provide help with everyone that needs it regarding working from home. And we have so many other things with the company that to go into it right now, we would be here for days. But if you take a look at our website, if you're already in the work from home group that we host, and you're already all set up, you have all the information, you've been in contact with your manager on the manager messenger line, you're sending your weekly report, you know what to do, so you know who we are. But for those who don't know who we are the kind of people that are here just as long as we know that you want us to be here. Quite frankly, a lot of team members need the work, but then they don't put the work into it, and we will always be here to help and employ you just as long as you need us. And just like any company, there's certain expectations, and we're expecting ourselves to help you, to be here to help you, not to hinder you. So communication is paramount, right? As a remote company, a lot of our staff members is remote, and unlike brick and mortar places that we have a conference room and weekly meetings, and your managers down the hall, we all have to do everything via email, our messenger group, and our weekly reporting, so that we can all be in the same page, right? And who are you? Well, we have employed anyone who is dependable, efficient, reliable, communicative, organized, and strive for their own goals. And the reason why I say this to you guys is because many times the onboarding department will send an email that's very detailed. We need to be able to depend on the staff members that we're employing to read this, to even print it and follow it and understand what's being expected of them, because we try to focus as much attention to each staff member, but there's only so much we can do. That's why dependable, efficient, reliable, communicative, you need to be able to tell us, this is my situation and I need this kind of assistance. And of course, if the assistance is being given to you in a form of an email with instructions and videos, please use that so that we can help you. We do have agent of the month, and we have expectations. We move forward, you'll know what this is. And of course, we reward performance. Like any company that wants the best for the people that we have in our family, we reward performance. So keep that in mind as you work and as you grow with the company. As long as you're trying your best, and as long as you're always trying for more, you will always be recognized and you can grow. There's no reason for you to stagnate yourself, unless you want to stay in the opportunity that you're in right now. There's so many things you can do, and we will reward you for that. Okay, there is monthly and quarterly reviews. There are expectations and attending the meetings so that you know what's happening. The performance with the calls, with any company, with any remote position, you have your expectations, and that we reward good performance. Who do we service? We get this question a lot. A lot of the companies, and as we call them departments, because they are departments within the companies, as you see here, we have so many, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Every year there's a new department, and some of them are for 9 months, and the majority are yearly contracts that we have. So every year the contract might change a little bit, and we'll let our staff members know what's been changed. And if we need to reassign our staff members, we do that. And of course, with that comes a little bit of training so that you know what's happening. But besides that, we try to keep everybody very well informed. And our departments or our companies that we work with, as you see here, are big named companies. We're not talking about mom and pop places. As I'm sure some of you do know, we do service some small businesses, but we try to focus with Fortune 500 companies. Perks. The reason we say this, perks are there so that we can give perspective. We understand parenthood, right? A lot of the managers are parents. A lot of the managers understand. I understand. Our regional directors understand the need to have that life and work balance, right? To be able to have our children, available to us, a system to give them their, their remote schooling. Some of them are being homeschooled, especially right now. We understand that. As long as we all are together and we talk about it and we make sure that everyone's on that same page, like I said before, we can help. So that is the perk between us and the other people, right? We don't just hire you and forget you, right? We are all in the same boat. On top of that, and this presentation is going to be emailed to all the staff members. We have so many things going on that it will take all night talking about it, but we do have certain flexibilities, and we have, like, if you have to take leave, some of you are on leave right now, and we have the ability of doing that, and keeping you, within the company while you're trying to take care of certain things. And then, of course, communicate and let us know when you're coming back. And then also, if you need help with your taxes, we have an accountant on staff that does help our team members. Hardship programs. If you need that assistance, we will help you with certain things within reason, right? Everyone employed, of course, need to have their own computer and internet and all the basics. But if there's certain things that you need, we will always try to assist, because some staff members and some other managers donate into the hardship program. And so we use that every year to try to help those families that really, really want to work, but they don't have a headset. They don't have, the corded mouse, or they don't have whatever tool they need, that they know if we give them the opportunity, they'll be able to do a great job. So we try to help, right? Are other opportunities within the company? Absolutely. As customer service specialists, you are entitled to so many different things. So as you all are here looking at this page, we're looking at 3 different roles within the company, not including other things outside of this realm. The customer service specialist are most of you. As you know, you're doing your customer service hours, you're picking your own hours, and you have either max or regular, which, as you already know, max means that you need to work a minimum of 30 hours, and regular standard departments is a minimum of 15 or 20, depending what you've been assigned. And once more, you pick your own hours. The flexibility is there. The only thing is that you do need to dedicate a week or a few weeks to training, and it's going to be either morning, afternoon, or evening shift for the trainer. So once you're done with that, you pick your own hours. Team member specialists, that is part of the leadership team. So they help team members come into onboarding. That's the person that you're speaking to in the manager messenger line. That is the individual that is emailing you back. And a lot of this are people that are just trying to help you get on the right track. And if you want to be that person, you can work up to that, absolutely. The management departments are based upon your skill sets and the departments that you're in. If you're in a financial department, if you're in a customer service department, in a sales department, and etc. Okay, and that's also an opportunity. And as you see there, you have to start as a customer service specialist, but we work you through the management if that is what you choose to do. Onboarding timeline. This is something we decided that we needed to discuss. Was just added recently because many people stray from this and complicates things for themselves, really. And as mentioned earlier, these departments only available just as long as the training groups are available, and that can be from one day to the next. So we try to make the onboarding as quickly as possible, but we can only move as fast as our applicants or our new hires or our team members, right? So we'll receive applications and review them on Mondays. That's when the onboarding departments is usually reviewing the applicants, applications, and making a decision on whether or not you're a good fit. By Wednesday, within 48 hours, usually about a lot sooner, you'll receive an acceptance email. And that is something you'll have to answer back that same day so that we can start working on that onboarding and that welcoming. That is that email letting you know, hey, we've accepted you. You're within, um, you know, the requirements for the positions that we have available, please answer back and let us know whether you're still interested in the positions. Onboarding email, guys, this is the very important one. This is the meat and potatoes of onboarding, really, because on by Thursday, we need you to do whatever that onboarding email has instructed you to do. And it's usually very informative. So we recommend our staff members, our new hires, to print this out if you need to, do your forms, create your profile, and make sure to send a message on the manager messenger line that some of you already may know that that's basically the Facebook Messenger that is being um, managed by several managers on duty. You need to let us know there that you've completed this, that you've completed whatever you were indicated to do on that onboarding email. That is going to give us the tools to assign you a department and get you working, right? Once that is done, hopefully within 24 hours, by Friday, we would like to have that welcome email sent to you, if not by Saturday morning. And that welcome email is going to say, hey, you are completely on board. Welcome to the family. Please have your assessments done within 24 hours. The reason why we have 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen, is because, as I mentioned earlier, these departments are only available just as long as the training group is not full. So you may be in the second assessment. By the time you're all done, if you took your time with it, there's a very good chance that maybe you're not even in that training group anymore and you'll have to be reassigned. So we always say 24 hours to give you the best chance to get into that training group, right? And once you're done with that, you send a message to the managers, letting them know, hey, I'm done, we're good, I'm going to move forward with whatever's left for me to do on my welcome email. So there's two messages there, right? There's the message that you send to the managers on the manager messenger line once you're done with whatever you're being asked to do on the onboarding email. And then there's that last message after you're done with whatever you're being asked to do from the welcome on aboard email. We do this so that the managers understand what's happening on real time. And we do this so that it's quick, it's simple, and you have that help all the way through. Okay. Equipment. Very good question, guys. This is something that we're going to be very blunt about. We have to be reasonable and we also have to be very, how should I say, realistic, right? This is a customer service company and you're doing all of it from your home office, right? So we need you to have a computer. We need you to have a monitor. You need to have internet. This is not a job or a company you can do all by your phone. That's not the kind of company or job this is a remote customer service position, right? Not one of those app jobs, if you will. But we do help. We do help, guys. If you need like an extra monitor, or if you need that, that device, or we can't supply you with a whole computer or with internet, but we can certainly help you with other things if you really need it. And that's only for select people that fall within a certain criteria that require that hardship program. Okay. The equipment is very basic. It's your computer, right? With a monitor. We do say you should have another monitor because they will get very cramped doing all these programs when you're servicing a customer in one small little monitor. Another monitor can be 40, 50, 60. It's up to you. I have a lot of staff members and managers that use their televisions. All they have to do is add HDMI cables and then they can just expand their screen. That's fine. If it's however you want to set up your work office. And nothing wireless. I know it looks wireless there, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about everything hardwired. So everything should have a cable, the mouse, the keyboard, right? The internet. If there's an internet box, you can get an Ethernet cable for a few dollars and connect your computer or laptop straight to that internet box, guys, because we don't want the customer service to be hindered by wireless service. And I say this because it's even happened to myself. It will drop. It does not matter how good your internet is. Even if the batteries are brand new on your mouse, you do need everything to be hardwired so that nothing fails while you're servicing these customers. Okay. Payroll. Payroll is every 2 weeks. Okay. So you're paid for the 1st to the 15th and then the 16th to the end of the month. That's how that works. And we do use PayPal because it's free. Again, we're here to help our staff members. We don't want to deduct little fees here and there to use these programs and none of that. If you want, we can assist you with how to set up a little profile with PayPal so that you can then attack your personal checking account. But really, PayPal has proven for the past 15 years to be very simple and very easy. If you have an issue with PayPal from a poor, performance or poor experience, there's Zoom also that is an offshoot of that, and that is meant for those team members that can't use the traditional PayPal profile to receive their payroll. Taxes. The reason why we put this in the presentation is because we're having tax season is here. A lot of people are asking questions. Yes, we're independent contractors, so you are responsible for deducting your own taxes. We try to minimize any deductions to your payroll because really everything you work goes to you. Okay. The only thing that you'll see is your $19 every 2 weeks for the use of the platform, and that's it. Every penny is yours. So you decide how you're going to do your taxes. Now, if you need help, if you need some sort of assistance or some sort of mentoring in this aspect, we're here. Again, we're trying to help. So if you need that help, let us know. We have people that are very well experienced in this and can guide you to the right path. Weekly expectations. Once you are officially assigned and you finished your assessments, I'm going to make sure everybody understands this. Once you are done with your assessments, you are expected to start your weekly expectations. And you'll find this in your welcome email, okay? Okay? That's within compliance. So your weekly expectations, your report by Saturday, communicate through the manager messenger line. Make sure you've done this already, at least by saying hello, so your managers have direct contact with you. Check your work email. Pick your hours once you start working your hours, okay? Update your work calendar. Let us know what's happening, right? And come and hang out with us. Just at least once a week. I mean, once a month, so that we can see your face and we know that you're all right and everything, and we can communicate everything to you. Hiring forms. Hiring forms, guys, this is on your welcome email. This needs to be done. Some of you already know that we need that ID affidavit signed, a picture of you holding your ID next to your face, and a picture of your valid ID. The hiring form is also going to ask you for your W-4 to be filled out and signed. Your onboarding and setup form is important because we're going to know that you've completely set yourself up and that you're all right. We need that to be submitted before you start receiving calls, okay? Payroll form, if you want to get paid, you might want to get that sent in. And any forms that we may need, that you'll have that requested through your welcome email or any of our staff member updates that we email you guys to let you know, hey, this popped up, we need this to get done, right? So these are your forms in a nutshell. Hiring form is going to have your W-4, ID affidavit, the onboarding and setup form, your payroll form, and anything else. Okay. How to use your tools? We're just going to take a look at the screen real quick because quite frankly, if you follow your welcome email, you'll see that your onboarding setup form is going to explain everything to you. And there's really no reason for a manager to sit down and explain each one to you because the onboarding form explains it all. You have to have your Google Chrome synced with your work email, and that's what you're using to work, okay? You don't just go into your computer, open up the internet, and just try to log into your email. That's not how this works. You have to have Google Chrome downloaded. You open that up, and you sync it to your work email so that all your bookmarks pop up. And these are all the bookmarks that the onboarding department has set up for you. And that includes the platform portal, the agent portal, your memos, your email, your work folder, right? Your work calendar, all of your work tools are there already set up. And you'll have access to that if you set yourself up properly using your onboarding setup form, okay? That walks you through it. So you can have all your tools nice and neat. You don't have to do anything other than just follow those instructions. Safety and security, we're going to talk about this for just 1 second because this is actually quite common sense. I won't show the video because that's going to be on the YouTube video. Use your assigned work email to communicate. Have it synced to your work Chrome user. I just said this, right? Use your work Google Drive for notes and training. Do not write down anything on paper. We have Google Drive there for you. Open up a document, a Google document, label it, name it, save it in your Google Drive folder. That's your work folder. And you can do one for training, one for while you're working. Any Excel files that we'd like to share with our staff members, we will share it through there as well. So the Google Drive is there as that's your desk, for example. So we do this to make sure that no personal information that belongs to customers are left on no physical desk at home, right? So that is a promise that we have arranged with our departments, that we have all of this set up for you to use, and that you need to follow this to make sure that everybody is safe. Do not visit personal websites while you're working, guys. While you're using your Chrome user for work, don't open up your bank account or go to other remote little, companies that you may be doing on the side, because everything that you do is saved. And our tech aid team goes there every week to make sure that everything has been updated properly. And the last thing we want is for our tech aid team to see your bank information, for example, saved in the passwords or in the histories. We don't want any of that because we're only using that Chrome user for work. Okay. And what this means, do not use your Chrome user on a family desktop. What we're saying with that is, with every computer, you have the ability of having a separate user, like, your kids, your husband, your wife, your, whatever different users that people come in and may use a computer, right? And they have their own little password. Well, if you have that set up at home or in your work office where other people can use your computer, have a separate user just for work, people, because there's going to be times that the kids might come in while you've taken a break or you was in between calls, and next thing you know, the CRM has been opened up and all this gibberish has been typed in. We've seen it happen. So have a separate user, password protected. You can call it Magnolia, Mom's Type Budget, remote work, whatever you'd like. Have it password protected, and there, download your Google Chrome, sync your work email, and use that for when you're in work mode, right? And you have that set up that way in your work office so that everyone is safe, okay? Don't download any extensions on your Google bookmarks, because some people do this and it's recording things and it's doing screenshots. The problem with this is that you're going to be dealing with other people's social security number, credit card information, and our departments don't want any strange extensions downloaded in these Google Chrome users unless a trainer or us, the company, ask you to download an extension. And if that's the case, you'll have it on a group memo in your agent portal. We will let you know, or your trainer will let you know within the training sessions. All right. And please make sure to visit our safety and security page in your agent portal and watch these videos, during your quiet time in between your calls, if you like, so that you are in compliance of watching the security videos. You do have to do this at some point so that we can make sure to let our departments know that all of our staff members have seen these videos. What happens next? So we're at the end of this. What happens next? You'll receive 3 emails: acceptance, onboarding, and welcome. Make sure to print them, put them in your work binder, and follow them carefully, ladies and gentlemen, because this is how we are trying to help you. It's going to walk you through, it's going to have these forms, and it's going to have everything you need, including your, your work email, your manager's information, who you've been assigned to, your login, and all of that good stuff. It's going to have it there. Finish enrolling in the client program and complete your assessments within 24 to 40 hours to stay employed. If you don't do this, we're going to take it as if you're no longer employed, because we try to help, but a lot of team members ghost, and we exert a lot of effort in trying to help every person. And honestly, if you don't want to work, we're only here to help, not hinder. So this is a real job. This is a company that is giving you the opportunity to work from home. So um, finish your assessments within that time period. If you're having a technical glitch or you're not passing the technical check, then you certainly need to look into that, read it, try to Google and see what they're asking you. Go to the platform, ask for help with the chat there on the platform, because the technical check needs to be done by you, not by us. We try to help sometimes, but then when we do, we've come to realize that when you start training, and if your computer isn't fit for the programs you're going to be using to help the customer, that would have been weeded out during the technical check, right? So the technical check does need to be passed by you. You need to figure out what you need to do to make sure you pass it. Either you do a refresh on your computer, you take it into, Geek Squad, but certainly you really just need to make sure to have decent space and RAM in your computer, and not use a Google, one of those little Chromebooks that are used like tablets mostly, but not really a computer. Most normal computers with decent space pass these technical checks. All of our office computers pass them because they're just normal computers that have a decent amount of space and RAM in it. Okay? Get your office space ready. Once you're done with these assessments, set up your office space. Get comfortable, get your computer set up, make sure your monitors are good, you've got your headset, you're feeling motivated, you're feeling empowered, and you know that once you start this training, you're going to go after it. All right. Make sure you've created a separate user, log in with your work Gmail, sync everything, get familiarized with your company tools, and keep in contact with your manager. Submit your weekly report, guys. This is how we know what's going on. Okay, this presentation is going to have the links. If you see the blue stuff, that's the manager messenger line, which is basically your Facebook messenger to the company. The YouTube channel is going to have all the staff videos. So make sure to go in there and catch up with the videos if you'd like. This video, you need to go in there and like it so that we know you've watched it if you're not here with us physically. Okay. And this is what's expected from you. This is what we are going to go and do right now. You're going to receive these 3 emails if you haven't already. You're going to complete your assessments to the whatever department you've been assigned. You're going to get ready, get motivated, and get empowered, and make sure that you're all set for training and work. And you're going to get familiarized with your work tools and make sure you're set up. Communicate with your manager.